Today I'm going to talk about domestic assault in Minnesota. What domestic assault means is that the police are alleging that you, on a household or a family member, that you intended to cause fear of immediate bodily harm or death, or that you intentionally inflicted or actually did inflict bodily harm upon another person. And that person, for a domestic assault to happen, has to be a family or household member. So if that person isn't a family or household member, then you can't be charged with domestic assault. You can just be charged with regular assault. I've always got to go through the list of what a family or household member means, and that's contained here in Minnesota law. So I'll tell you what these people are. The first one is spouses or former spouses. The second one is parents and children. The third one is people that are related by blood, such as your brother or sister. The fourth one is people who presently live together or used to live together. The fifth one is people who have a kid together, regardless of whether or not they've been married or lived together ever before. The sixth is a woman and a man that are pregnant. So if the woman's pregnant and the man is believed to be the father, that is a family or household member, regardless of whether you lived with them or not ever. And then the seventh is someone who has had a significant romantic or sexual relationship with someone. So if you're any of those seven things, that would qualify for domestic as opposed to regular assault. Okay, what you need to know is that you don't have to actually hit someone to be guilty of domestic assault or to be charged with it. Again, if you just put them in fear of them being hit or harmed, and it's reasonable for them to feel that, and you intended to do that, you could be guilty of a domestic assault. If you're guilty, the first time around it's a misdemeanor, which is 90 days and a $1,000 fine. You're also looking at probation, anger management classes, having an assault on your record, which is never a good thing when you're looking for a job, and then some other what are called collateral consequences, such as, first of all, you're going to have a no contact order against whoever you allegedly assaulted. So in fact, when you're charged with these, they'll try to tell you that they'll give you a no contact order, and if the court does that, that means you can't contact the person that you allegedly assaulted. So even if it's your wife and you're living with them, or your husband and you're living with them, or boyfriend or parent, you cannot live with them or go near them or contact them by phone, text message, email, anything if you have a no contact order. So that's a real barrier. You can get a defense lawyer, and we can, in some circumstances, get those no contact orders thrown out before your case is over. It depends on the case, but that's something a defense lawyer can talk to you about. The other thing is that if you get convicted of a domestic assault case, you cannot own a firearm, and that's federal law. So even if your state says you can own a firearm, federal law says you can't, and it could be a federal offense. It also can be an enhanceable state offense that would give you up to 5 years in prison, and I have seen people go to prison for 5 years for just possessing even a BB gun after they had a domestic assault on their record. So it's a very dangerous thing. It's something worth fighting against to make sure that this doesn't end up on your record. There are a couple defenses that apply. One is self-defense. Another one is defending another person if you believe that they're in reasonable fear for their safety and that they need your aid to be helped from being attacked by this person that you allegedly then assaulted. So there are a couple defenses apply, and then of course the other third defense is always that you're not guilty of an assault because you never intended nor did you ever actually assault this person. If you have any more questions, you can call me at my office. My name is Ryan Pacyga, and I'm at 612-339-5844, or you can go to my website at www.arrestedminnesota.com.